Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Kraken. So today in this session we are going to start one of the another part which is very important, that is optional paper, retail banking. Right? So those who have the retail banking paper, now we are going to continue this session one by one in the upcoming days also, and we are going to do this with some case studies. So इसको हम case study के साथ भी complete कराएंगे और कुछ MCQ के साथ. पहले हम theory part को cover करा लेंगे जितनी जल्दी हो सके. सो हियर ये जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है इसमें हम ऑलरेडी जो बेसिक है कुछ समरी टाइप का आपका मॉड्यूल जो आपका है ABM और BFM का कवर किए हैं, उसका भी कुछ अपकमिंग डेज में आपका वीडियो आने वाला है. सो अगर आपने चैनल में नहीं हुए तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करके अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करिए, सो दैट विल गेट टू रीच टू ऑल द एस्पिरेंट्स. सो इस जो वीडियो में हम जो डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, हियर वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली सम बेसिक इंट्रोडक्शन टू द इन retail banking and some comparison, right? So basic very important terms hai. So from the basic introduction of banking, as we know, the retail banking is normally theoretical nature, right? And in some last 2 to 3 something last 1 to 2 years, some more case studies are coming. We'll focus on that. Before that we need to know some basic terms, and from the theoretical, if we divide out of 100 something like 50 case study and 50 theory. So more case study, if you know the theory, then you can easily answer the theory case studies also. So from the introduction part we can expect something 3 to, we have already discussed what are the time division of the retail banking, so 3 to 5 max from the introduction part also, because it's also more important, more from module A itself, right? So here this is the unit 1, right? Unit 1 and module A we are going to discuss. This is very important one, right? So as we know, retail banking, what do you mean by the retail? From the name itself, it's the banking related to retail customers. And who are the retail customers, how it's related, what is the characteristics, what is the function, that we are going to discuss in this session, right? So retail banking, also known as consumer banking, right? That means the banking which is related to consumers, that is the individual customers. Or personal banking is banking that provides financial services to individual. This is very important. Retail banking deals with individual customers rather than businesses. And the banking which is related to businesses, what is that? You can comment in the sections, and we are going to discuss in the next video, right? So more specifically retail banking जो कि आपका individual customer के साथ deal करता है, right? Simply remember this one term. Retail banking is a way for individual customers to manage their money, have access to credit, and deposit their money in a secure manner. Services offered by retail banks include checking and saving accounts, mortgages, personal loans, and credit cards. See, this is very important. Retail banking is normally deals with the individual customers, and what they do, like a normal individual customer, what they do, like they will deposit and they will take also some credit loan, right? Something loan. So in the deposit, what are the facility for the individual or retail banking customer? Something current account, saving account, we can say term deposit accounts also. Whatever the facilities they are availing, this is the something demand sides, right? So some term, whatever the loan sides, in all types of loans, you can say in types of loan, mortgage loan means whatever they will provide some security, like they will give their land or home, that will be mortgaged. The process of land and the security we charge, that is called mortgage, right? Some personal loan, normally salary class and those who have the higher income businesses, according to their income facility or their ability to we'll discuss how we need to finance the loans with respect to what are the factors in the upcomings. So personal loans and credit cards, this is the facility, and something housing loan. So all the some personal loan, mortgage loans, credit card, these are the facilities are given to the retail customers, right? As you have mentioned, it's related to individual consumers, not rather than large institutions. Here these are the services. You can see this certificate of deposits like this, debit and credit card, all the ATM cards. So next को हम देख सकते हैं, retail banks can be local community banks or the divisions of large commercial banks. That means the banks which are deals with the retail businesses. So it can be local community bank or maybe any types of any divisions of large commercial banks. Large commercial banks means like SBI and any public sector bank. So all have the retail criteria. All private sector banks. So we can say they all have retail businesses also. So in the businesses we have retail and something MSME. So in the loan sectors, right? So in the digital age, many fintech company also, they are also now dealing with some business related to retail also. Like now more focusedly internet platforms and smartphone apps nowadays are also going on, like all the pay apps like phone pay and Paytm, they are also now providing some like for Paytm bank. So like that they are also now providing facilities to the retail customers also. Now they are in online also, now customers are getting personal loans, right? So all the banks like BOB and some other banks, they are also have the facility from their apps also. You can avail the personal loan facility up to 50,000, right? So it depends on your transaction. So these are the facilities nowadays also smartphone and internet platforms are using for the retail banks. So while retail banking services are provided to individual in the general public, corporate banking services are only provided to small or large companies. See, retail banking deals with individual, while the corporate banking deals with small or large companies. So we can say the banking which is related to small or large companies, that is called corporate banking, right? Like retail banking is also distinguished from investment banking, commercial banking, right? So it's different from investment banking or commercial banking. So commercial banking can refers to a bank or a division of bank that deals mostly with deposits and loans from corporations and large businesses. So the banking which is related to large businesses and corporate bankings, that is known as commercial banking or corporate banking or investment banking, right? As individual, as retail is something related to individual and something related to businesses, that is commercial banking or investment banking, right? So next देख लेते हैं what are the types of retail banking. So what are the types of retail banking? If we talk about the types, this is something three types. So normally three types का होता है. There are commercial banks, credit unions and certain investment funds. So these are the main retail bank types, those who are having retail banking facilities. Credit union, certain investment funds and commercial banks. It specializes in management buyouts, recapitalizations, general transitions, acquisitions, add-on acquisitions, growth equity and leverages buyouts. So these are the some specialities of these banks. You just need to remember some basic terms here. Some basic terms. What is normally retail banking means? Then only you can go further and further. Then what is the role of retail banking? So if you talk of the role of retail banking, this plays very important role in case of individual customers. Like there are many individual customers needs, like they need housing, they need to deposit and get some interest. So here you can see retail banking provides financial services for individual and families. The three most important functions are credit, deposit, money management. So most importantly, this will help to manage their money, whatever the, if some individual customers are saving in the banks or in any financial institutions, they will get some interest. So this is something like diversification of their fund. First, retail bank offers consumers credit to purchase homes, cars, furnitures. Second, retail bank provides a safe place to people deposit their money. It's very easy. Retail banks means we provide some loans to purchase home or to construct the home, that is housing loan, by mortgaging their security, by mortgaging their land and cars. As an individual customer, they need to buy some cars, so they need sometimes they need some funds, because as a whole, if they no need to pay, they should pay some EMIs. EMI means equitable monthly installment, right? So by EMI they need to pay back the loan. And some furnitures, if you are going to buy, like if after construction, if they need to renovate their home, that is something like home improvement loans are also there, top up loans are there. So we'll discuss more in the upcoming home loan case. So retail banks also provide a safe, so retail banks are something safe place for the people so that they can deposit their money. And what's the main aim of depositing of their money? One is security and another is on interest. So interest on भी एक important part रहता है while depositing the money, right? So next है, who are retail customers? Normally who are any individual who is acting for purposes which are outside his trade, business and profession. So any individual dealing with the any types of deposit or credit related purposes, he is the retail customer for the financial institutions apart from his trade, business and professions. So अगर उसे कोई trade related, business related कोई financial नहीं करना होगा, and if he is doing something personal purposes, then that is related to retail customer, retail banking related customers, right? And see, this is the soft types of retail banks, that means those who are involved in retail banking business. This is the first one is community development bank, are regulated by the banks that provided financial services and credit to undeserved market or populations. So community development bank, that means the bank which is something like more focused for the community, particularly community development. If any community is something getting lowered or undeserved, not getting that much attention, then there will be some banks which will focus from with respect to some that. If we then next one is private banks manage the assets of high net worth customers. Normally in case of private bank, there are some HNI customers. HNI means high net worth customers, they normally deal with those. So private banks and offshore banks, so are banks which are located in jurisdiction of the low taxation and regulations. Many offshore banks are essentially private banks. So offshore banks are something like located in low taxation and regulations, so it's something like related also private banks. Next is saving banks, accept saving deposits. So if any bank which is accepting saving deposits, that is saving banks. So like post office, that also act as saving banks, right? So any commercial banks, those who are accepting deposits, all are saving banks irrespective of anything. So next postal saving banks, see I told you are saving banks associated with national postal systems. So as the postal saving bank, they are also related with the individual customers, that's also related to retail bankings. So इसमें देख लेते हैं next में कि what are the services, most importantly what are the services or what are the services by the retail banking involved. ठीक है, so these are the services, types of retail banking. Services offered by the banks include transactional accounts, checking accounts, current accounts, like saving accounts, right? So current accounts, saving accounts, you know, so we will discuss something more, right? In case of saving account, customer gets some interest. In case of current accounts, customer don't get any types of interest, right? Some other facilities are there for the high net worth customers with respect to individual banks. So these are the accounts, saving accounts, these are the facilities, saving accounts, debit cards, ATM cards, credit cards. So debit card means it's something like prepaid card. How much amount available in your account that can be debited by using the ATM or debit card. Credit card means something credit facility. So in it you will get some credit of if you are using that limit, something like 50,000 if you are getting, so you need to pay within the next some days, right? So traveler's checks and mortgages, as you know, the security which is used in case of home loan or any types of immovable property that is mortgaged. So home equity loans and personal loans, certificate deposits, term deposits like FD. So here are some term deposits, matlab the deposits has been done for some certain terms like 5 years, 1 year, So in case of public sector banks, it varies from different bank to bank, but in case of maximum public sector bank, there is no if before the maturity date, if the customer is going to close the term deposits, so there is no penalty, something like they will get some penalty as interest, less interest as before committed. So these are the basic concepts of introduction to bankings, and here we have completed something service provided, what are the difference of roles, and next in the next video we are going to discuss advantage and disadvantage of retail banking, and after that we are going to discuss retail versus wholesale banking. So in the upcoming videos we are going to discuss some more and more related to retail banking. So hopefully we are going to complete this soon and soon. So if you like this, click the bell icon and share with your friends. Thanks for watching our videos. Thank you.